Some of y'all really don't miss me for real. You just miss what I was able to do for you. You miss what I was able to give you, what you was able to get from me. A lot of people say I changed. I didn't change. I just started to move a little different. People was only showing up when they needed something. A lot of people became dependent. I was enabling. I was enabling a lot of people's bad behavior, misappropriation of funds. I was solving everybody's problems when I should have been allowing them to solve them on their own. It's wild because help, it turned into people expecting access to my time, energy, money, and advice. But all that slowly started to make people become more dependent. Dependent on me. It's stretching me thin, pulling me in all types of different directions. It's wild because instead of becoming somebody's support system, instead of being somebody's support system, I was more like an emergency contact. In case of emergency, break glass. Oh, Tay got it. I can get it from Tay. If I mess up, I know Tay will bail me out. If I quit my job, I can get a job from Tay. I might need 20 tomorrow. I just call Tay tomorrow and get that hot 20, hot 30. It gets draining sometimes when you deal with stuff. It drains you a lot. You understand? It's like people, it'd be no check-ins. They won't check in on you. These type people have no interest in your life and what you got going on. They don't care about nothing you got going on, the stresses of life that you're dealing with, the finances that you might be struggling with, the problems, the health issues you might have. Anything you got going on, they have no interest in anything that you got going on. It's only their self-interest, their instant gratification. How can you get them out of their problem? It's crazy because I took note of all this and said, man, people only call me when their life is falling apart. They only call me when everything is crumbling and when their life is falling apart, right? And that's not a friendship, that's not a relationship, that's a transactional situationship. It's all transactional. It's all it is transactional. I am so much more than a transaction. A lot of you deal with this too. You are so much more than a transaction. You are so much more than Apple Pay. You are so much more than a Cash App. You are so much more than that. And you will find yourself becoming an enabler because you don't help them deal with their consequences. You more like save them from their consequences and their bad decisions. And you are fixing problems that a lot of people have refused to fix on their own. You are becoming a problem fixer. You fixing everybody else's problems. So you enabling their bad behaviors, their bad habits. And every time you help these type of people, you delay their growth and you damage your own. I noticed I was doing it. I was delaying people's growth and I was damaging my own. I had to really start cutting people off and I would see texts, I would see inboxes, I would have to ignore them. I would just ignore it. I would ignore the hell out of people. And I would see subliminal posts about, oh, all I got is this person. All I got is that person. Don't nobody got my back. As long as you giving somebody something, they okay. Everything is all right. But no sooner than you become tired and to say, you know what? I'm cutting off this faucet. then you the biggest adversary, you the biggest enemy, you the biggest hater in the world. These people don't have shit for you to hate on. But no sooner than you don't help them or assist them or come to their rescue, all of a sudden you a hater, or you just like the rest of everybody else that want to see them fail. All of a sudden, you've been helping these people for so long now, all of a sudden you want to see their downfall, you want to see them fail. Make that make sense. Like it ain't, the math ain't math and something ain't adding up when people talk like that. Like all this time I've been helping you, and all of a sudden now I want to see you fail. That's why I say people, they're not mad at you because you changed. They more mad because they lost access to your time, your energy, your money, whatever it is they was using you for. They lost access to all that. That's the reason why they mad. You know, in this process, you will lose people, but you will always gain clarity. You will regain energy. You will regain focus. And you know, I'm the first one to say, like, helping people is a beautiful thing. Is a beautiful thing when you're able to help people, when you're in a position to help people. But damn, some people got to help themselves instead of helping themselves to what you have. People will help themselves when you're too generous. When you are too generous, people will take advantage. When you are too kind, people will become too laxed around you and think that you was gonna always be there at their beck and call. That you're gonna always be that safety net, that emergency contact. Like, where's your man's at? Where's your girl at? I'm all for support systems. I'm all for support. I'm all for listening to people vent if they need to vent. But some of these people got to fix their own problems, fix they self. These people want to be saved, but ain't doing nothing to save themselves. They become stagnant. There's a bunch of people with bum-like behaviors, looking for everybody else to help them out, looking for mamas, looking for daddies, and will use you until they can't use you no more and move on to the next person to use. It's your boy Deontay with Everyday Life Unfiltered. Like, share, subscribe. Leave me a comment in the comment section. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.